Welcome to the third episode of the Survival series. As I said last time, we're starting off today by building a storage room at the end of the big entrance hall of the base. Now, this storage room will not be housing all our items until the end of times. What I usually like to do is store item groups at different locations. For example, I will build a farmhouse that will house our future potato, carrot and wheat farms. And all of those resources will be stored there. Another example could be that all our oceanic resources will be stored in a future underwater build, or at least that's the plan at the moment. The storage room in our base will only hold all our different items in the beginning and later probably serve as storage for all our random full blocks like stone, sand, granite, etc. I know my way of storing things can seem a bit messy sometimes, and it's definitely not a cool redstone-ified automatic storage system, but it works for me. The room is sectioned off into these cute little nooks, each of which holds a specific item group. So for example, here we have mainly like natural resources like saplings, seeds, flowers, etc. And then here's a nook entirely filled with cobblestone because digging out the entrance area has, given me an incredible amount of resources. And here's even more overflow. If you're wondering what's gonna go behind this pretty arch here, I really like it actually, especially the kelp in between, makes it look a bit alive, I think. I want to build an armory room behind there, so in that room we will keep all our weapons, our tools, our armor that we don't need at the moment, and that we will do pretty soon. But before we get to that, I say we take a look at that hole I've been digging. Yeah, it's done. I put in some hours. Yeah, this does already give us a bit of an idea of the scale and grandeur that this entrance hall is supposed to have in the future. I mean, it already does have it in a way. It's also like it seems to be kind of place of frolic for all the Endermen around here, which is a bit annoying, but yeah. So yeah. We stand here, our tiny little Minecraft self looking up there, that's pretty epic, I would say. So the building, detailing, decorating of the pillars and all of that will have to start soon as well. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like now, before we start actually putting in the work designing the hall and the pillars especially. It's a mess, but it's a pretty epic mess, I would say. And there's apparently fish spawning in here as well. Interesting. We also have this strange little gap here in between the storage area and the armory room. And well, that is because I want to do a little special like walkway across here. Now, the seed has been pretty amazing so far, but my favorite thing is still the gigantic coral reef right outside our door. And I kind of want to represent that beautiful reef inside our base. So let's start building that. I don't actually have silk touch yet, so I can't actually get coral. But I think using kelp and sea pickles and seagrass, we can still give this an oceanic feel already. I've fallen in love with this area. It's just such a feel-good place, you know, walking through here. Even though it's kind of unnecessary to have this walkway across there. I mean, it's nice to have a bit of space, but there's no like technical use or anything for it. But it's just so nice. It ties it really nicely together, and it's kind of the vibe I'm going for with this space, you know, just detailing it all out, leaving nothing untouched basically. So I added these two murals on the sides. We did the little pool down below with a little bridge across. and the walls were looking a bit bland, so I added these 2 murals. One is a squid, and then we have these 2 fishies on the right. And yeah, I think it's really cute. And the archway is cool, so yeah, I really like this place. But now, after we did that little tiny space over there, I think it's time we face this definitely a lot bigger space down here. Oh, it's scary, it is scary. But yeah, I want to get to designing. Now, it's always interesting to me, like the progress of building in Minecraft. Sometimes you have just these big projects like this where you have to, at least I have to start the designing progress in a creative world. Yeah, because, well, survival is a bit limiting when it comes to stuff like that, like trying out things, how they look, whatever. But then you have spaces like this where you get just inspired by something, like I did with the coral reef, and it just ends up looking really nice and cute and like homely, just like that, basically. It just kind of happens. Let's jump into the next time lapse and see what we can do with this place. While I was building up these pillars and the bridge up there, I kept thinking about the best way to get villagers to this base, because I really want to put mending on my tools and get silk touch, etc. And then the solution just kind of walked up to me. I don't actually need to transport villagers from that village that I found in the last episode to my base, because we can just cure these zombie villagers, right? So here I have trapped on 1 already, so I just need 1 more and then we can start breeding as many as we want. But to cure them, I'm pretty sure you need a potion of weakness, if I remember correctly. I need to look it up again. Or harming? No, there's a drowned here. I'm pretty sure it's weakness. And a golden apple. Golden apple is not a problem, but for the potion of weakness we need blaze rods. So it's looking like it looks like it's time for another trip to the Nether. the next episode we'll build a preda and make a nice little house for these villagers to live in. I also went out to the coral reef and caught 3 fish, so let's put them in here to have this area feel a bit more alive. There we go. Very nice. Does this count as like an aquarium? I keep thinking about what to call this. I'm pretty sure you can count it as an aquarium. Anyways, now I think it's time we get started on working on the armory. This isn't gonna be a big room or anything, just to, as I said, store our weapons and our tools and armor, obviously. So yeah, let's do that. The armory room is finished and I absolutely love just walking up here and seeing that big window with the leaves outside. So we have these little clusters here of chests and barrels with yeah, with tools inside. Just stuff that has accumulated over the time I've been playing so far. I think it's a really like comfy room. I really enjoy it. It's kind of nice. It is even smaller than I thought it would be, because as you can see we are already hitting the other side of the mountain, or like breaking out of the mountain here, and I didn't expect it to be this soon, but I don't mind it actually. I think it's really cute and I love the window, as I said. But yeah, I think that's... oh. I totally forgot about this. So I am playing vanilla Minecraft in 1.16.4, but I have 3 data packs installed in total from Vanilla Tweaks. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. One of them is the more mob heads data pack, so that basically whenever I kill a mob it has a certain chance to drop its own head, and yeah, as you can see I got the pillager head earlier. The second one is player head drops, so that if I kill myself I get my own head as well. And then the third data pack is the armor statues one, which basically allows you to take these armor stands and give them arms, for example, and have them be displayed in a certain position, so that you can create these kind of like stills or like just really cool scenes using armor stands. It's a bit hard to explain if you're unfamiliar with the data pack. You'll probably just see it in action at some point whenever I want to use it. But yeah, it's nothing really game changing. It just gives you a bit more creativity to play around with, and yeah, that's all that I've changed. Everything else is just completely vanilla. But yeah, as I was saying, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I have been Nellas, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!